Don't speak what you don't understand. The truth is not in your command. Don't shout about what you think is fake. The decision isn't yours to make. Don't lie about the way things are. Tall tales will take you there.
Whoops. Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday. It's Marianne from the New York City Retirees. I want to do a short video today on, I know I always say short and they end up being an hour long. I want to do a short video today on MLC 101. What is the MLC Steering Committee? So many of the Unity people who are trying to say that like we're giving misinformation, there's no vote in the MLC tomorrow. There is. And we've been, this shows you how this group of people has absolutely should not be involved in anything that has to do with anybody else's lives other than their own. In the Municipal Labor Committee, you have the body of unions that are members and that voluntarily pay a membership fee to be in the MLC. That membership fee is based on it's like $2 or $3 a member a year, and then so based on the volume of that union. So if union has UFT, for example, has let's say 200,000 members, then they're paying like $2 or $3 per person per 200,000 people for the year to the MLC to be a member of it. So Michael Mulgrew then can cast one single vote for that 250,000 person membership union. So now remember, we said that it's 200,000 members divided by 250. So Mulgrew can basically cast 800 votes in the meeting on Tuesday in the general membership meeting. Steering committees, who is the steering committee? The steering committee is all the people in the letterhead that I've been telling you about for the last several weeks. So that letterhead, if you remember what that looks like, it looks like that, and it's on the Municipal Labor Committee's letters. And we've posted these before. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Looks like 22 people on this list. Now, I don't know. I think there might be 21 because Harry Nespoli, I believe, has stepped down. I don't think he's the chair. I don't even know who the hell's the chair because they never announced who's the chair lately. But you have Garrido, Mulgrew, Greg Floyd, Gloria Middleton, Andy Ansbro from the UFA, Benny Bascio from Correction Officers, Jim Brosey from UFOA, Joe Colangelo, 246, Bob Krogan from OSA, James Davis from PSC, Mike DeMarco from 1455, Sonia Lawrence from the nurses, Martin Lydon from the carpenters, William Lynn from Operating Engineers Local 30, Joe Mannion from sanitation, Francis Key from Doctors Council, Henry Rubio from Council School Supervisors and Admins, Dennis Schock, who is the new sanitation local president, took over for Harry Nespoli, Louis Turco from the Lieutenants Benevolent Association, Mahmizba Udin from Local 1407, and Anthony Wells. So these unions all get a single vote in tomorrow's steering committee meeting. Now, this is the steering committee. All the other unions make up the MLC body. Tomorrow is a steering committee meeting. These happen all the time. The steering committee, and I want to define this to you because some of you UFT Unity people have been pushing back all weekend. What is a steering committee? I'm going to give you two definitions. So a definition of a steering committee is a group of senior leaders and key stakeholders who provide governance, guidance, and strategic direction for a project or initiative. Its members who have a vested interest in its outcome, focus on the big picture by setting goals, defining project scope, managing budgets, timelines, monitoring progress, and removing high-level obstacles to ensure the project's success and alignment with the organization's overall objectives. That is the steering committee, and they meet separate from the general membership. Now, I want to bring you to, I want to bring you to the MLC official documents. See if I have trouble loading this today. And of course, you're going to give me trouble. This happens all the time. The Municipal Labor Committee's bylaws actually state what their purpose is. I'm just going to read them to you. It says, it shall be the duty of the steering committee to make or cause to be made expenditures within the budget authorized by the MLC, to create subcommittees empowered to make recommendations to the steering committee, or to make a recommendation on any subject to the MLC. Right there. Or to make recommendations on any subject to the MLC, so to the general body, perform such other functions as may be assigned to it by the MLC. Any officer or employee of the MLC empowered to withdraw or otherwise handle funds of the MLC shall be bonded. It says 5.11, there shall be an executive director who shall be appointed by the chair and co-chair of the MLC, subject to ratification by the steering committee. It shall be his or her duty to serve as the chief operating officer of the MLC and be responsible for the day-to-day operation of the MLC and implementing the directions of the officers in the steering committee. 5.12, the steering committee shall meet at the call of the chair or at any call of the 5 officers upon at least 2 days written notice of its members. Such notice may be provided electronically. The steering committee may also meet without notice upon the unanimous written consent of all of the officers. Such written consent may be executed electronically and in counterparts. A majority of the officers shall constitute a quorum of the steering committee at any meeting. All matters within the jurisdiction of the officers present and voting at a duly held meeting. Now, tomorrow, there is a meeting of the steering committee body. There will be a vote. They are trying to get the steering committee to support the New York City, whatever the hell the E stands for, NYCEPPO plan, and get them to pass it to the Municipal Labor Committee general membership, whose vote and meeting is held the very next day, September 30th. So I still ask the same question. Michael Mulgrew has a health committee that he created with his membership that gave the authority to ratify these decisions from its health committee to its delegate assembly. The delegate assembly meets tomorrow, Monday, September 29th at 4 p.m. The vote of the steering committee to support this plan and give it to the membership to ratify is at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Michael Mulgrew should not be voting in this vote. So I'm going to keep saying this. There's no transparency. They haven't been seeing the full contract. And this is the sham of the United Federation of Teachers. All of the unions asked for the contract. They were told no. They could only see it on one day between 7 and 3, redacted, one day at DC 37. They were told like on a Friday, and this viewing was like on a Monday, Tuesday. The United Federation of Teachers Health Committee voted on this based on a presentation given to them by Michael Mulgrew with that slide show on August 28th. They saw and they supported it and sent it to the delegate assembly who meets tomorrow. They didn't see the contract until September 17th. They sent like 4 of their members there. It was like Gloria Brandman, Michelle Ravid, I think Michael Sill, and Bobby Greenberg. Not even Bennett Fisher showed up. He was in Maine vacationing or recovering from surgery, or both. But yet, he didn't go. And then several days later was at the parade. They only saw the contract on the 17th. How the hell did they support a motion, unanimous, allegedly, motion to support this health plan without ever reading the damn contract? This is Medicare Advantage all over again. Their UFT health committee is total bullshit. You don't know what you don't know. And if you don't know what you're looking for and you're just falling for the bells, whistles, and the sparkles and the glitter and the rainbows, then you don't know what the potential problems are could potentially be on the back end. There are several unions, if you're reading the papers, who agree with us. We have been doing a review of this plan now for a month. Why was it that the United Federation of Teachers was able to bring the redacted contract to the UFT Health Committee on September 17th and allow their members to see that plan for 2 hours when the other unions didn't have the same ability before? And their principals. Why weren't the union leaders who are members of the MLC able to bring the contract back to their boards, their attorneys, their advisors, their health policy people? Why was it only allowed to go to the UFT Health Committee? Michael Mulgrew, Henry Garrido, Harry Nespoli, several of the other unions lobbied to support the Healthcare Accountability Office by Councilwoman Julie Menin. They want healthcare transparency and accountability at hospitals. What about healthcare accountability and transparency in our own backyard? Within the unions, within the Office of Labor Relations, within the insurance company contracts that you're asking them to ratify. Why is there no trust? Because there's been a betrayal by the Office of Labor Relations and by the MLC union leadership before. You've lied to us before. You said every doctor will take Medicare Advantage. That was a lie. You said every hospital would take Medicare Advantage. That was a lie. While this plan is a non-Medicare plan, and it's only for active workers and pre-Medicare retirees, we have no reason to trust you. And if this plan is as great as you say it is, as great as we hope it is, because it would finally give retirees who live around the United States access to doctors and hospitals for them and their families, then if the plan is that great, you will slow things down, give everyone access to the documents we're asking for, answer the question, and in another 4 to 6 weeks, the plan will still be great, and you can move forward, this time with us on your side. We're asking for transparency. We shouldn't be denied that. We sent a formal letter to OLR. We sent the same request twice. We've been denied, which means you're shutting retirees out of the conversation again. The same issues that 2 courts granted us temporary restraining orders on in 2 separate cases in 21 and 23. We've had enough. Clearly, this is a pattern of this administration and the MLC leadership that they will do whatever they have to do in order to get the shit done that they want to get done, regardless of who they hurt. This has to stop. That's not democratic. That's not union. That's not brotherly, not sisterly. That's just total bullshit. So, holding you all accountable, make sure you contact your unions. That vote is tomorrow on those unions that I listed. The full general membership vote of the MLC, if this vote passes tomorrow, will go to the full general membership on Tuesday at 10 a.m. at DC 37 headquarters, where they will all meet. Make your phone calls to your union or your former unions and telling them that unless there's transparency, they should not be supporting this plan. You definitely need the benefits that it provides. However, you need to make sure that there's no hidden agreements on the back end. What are the networks? What are the prior authorizations? Who can change them? How often can they change? And there's an agreement in this contract right now that if they're not meeting the savings that they promised in the redacted part, that the contract allows the insurance company to adjust the plan to meet those benchmarks or to try to correct it. They don't need to keep coming back to it. They're approving it in advance. And since they're not showing you what's redacted, the devil's in the details. This is why we all keep asking. Friday night, I read you the statement that's in the contract. They're lying to you when they say that they have to keep coming back to change the plan. They don't have to do that in that part. Now, if there's other provisions that they do have to do that to, we can't see those either. There's also nothing in this agreement that says guarantees you that the copays aren't going up and that there's no premium coming. Because I'm going to tell you right now, even with the self-funded plan, that puts the complete risk on the city of New York. If those benchmark savings are not met, the city is on the hook for the full responsibility. And guess what? They're going to come after us to make up the difference in pay, the cost, because they're not going to eat that. Look, they were trying to get the unions to do those health deals where they were literally stealing from their retired unionists in order to fund their savings agreements. You don't think they'll do that again? Devil's in the details, guys. See you tomorrow.
Don't speak what you don't understand. The truth is not in your command. Don't shout about what you think is fake. The decision isn't yours to make. Don't lie about the way things are. Tall tales will take you very far. Don't scoff when they say it's the end. In this life, you know you can't pretend. The days pass by, baby, set in stone. But it's not too late now for you to change your tone.